guys, it's Emily, and today I'm here to bring you my March Mystery Madness TBR. I'm so excited about March Mystery Madness. It's coming up next week, which is really exciting. And yeah, I got 7 books to talk about, so let's just get right into it, shall we? The first prompt is shelf, and for this one I'm going really literal and picking a book that I got off the library shelf. This is Magpie Murders by Anthony Horowitz. I don't know too much about this. Based on the blurb, it sounds like it's about a famous mystery writer, and he's kind of like a bad boy, but his editor puts up with him because his books are so popular, and one day he sends his editor a book and she starts to read it, and it sort of seems like it might be based on a real life murder that perhaps the author has been involved in. So yeah, it sounds really cool. Anthony Horowitz wrote The House of Silk, which I really enjoyed, so I'm looking forward to this one. The next prompt is borrow, and for that I'm picking Camino Island by John Grisham. This I borrowed from my dad. He received it for Christmas and read it and really liked it, and he and my mom both think I would really enjoy it. As far as I know, this is like a thriller book that's based on a smuggling. There's somebody that owns like a rare bookstore, and he's involved in some kind of smuggling rare books operation, and then a woman is sent to investigate him, and secrets come out and things like that. Don't know too much about it except that it's some kind of thriller, and it has to do with rare books, and I really enjoy learning about rare books and, archives and all that. So I'm looking forward to this one. And again, fits the borrow prompt because I'm borrowing it from my dad. For new, I'm picking Jayne and the Wandering Eye by Stephanie Byrne. This is the 3rd mystery in the Jane Austen mystery series, and this is the last book that I bought, so it's a new to me book. It's new to my collection. My library doesn't have this book at all in any capacity, so I picked up the 2nd book and the 3rd book, and now I have the first 11 books in the series, which is really great. This one is taking place in Bath, or perhaps Bath, I'm not sure how you say it, and in Christmas of 1804, and presumably Jayne is going to be solving some type of mystery, which is what she does in all of these. For historical, I picked Girl Waits with Gun by Amy Stewart. This is the first book in her Cop Sister series, and this one's about Constance Cop, who is I believe a detective, and she's solving some sort of crime, and she helps the local sheriff find murderers and things like that. I actually, when I put this on my TBR, I was under the impression that it was a non-fiction book, so I'm a little disappointed that it's going to be a fiction book, but it's really great that it is eligible for March Mystery Madness now. This is set sometime in the early 1900s, so it definitely fits the historical prompt. I'm looking forward to this. If I really like it, there's 2 more books in the Cop Sister series, and apparently all the Cop sisters were really cool ladies, so I'm looking forward to this book as well. The next prompt is foreign, and for this one I'm picking The Likeness by Tana French. This is set in Ireland, particularly Dublin. This is the 2nd book in the Dublin Murder Squad series, and I believe it's following Cassie, who was featured in the 1st book, and it's showing her life after the events of the 1st book. She is moved into the criminal investigations, she's moved into the sex crimes department or something after the events of the 1st book, and then they come across a murder victim who literally looks exactly like her, and so she is involved in this undercover situation, and she has to go figure out what's going on with this other person that looks exactly like her. So it sounds like it's going to be really good. I really enjoyed the 1st book, In the Woods, and I've heard a lot of people say that this one's better than the 1st one, so it should be a great time, and I'm looking forward to it. So what you didn't see is that my stack of books just fell off my desk and made a huge crash, and I'm gonna edit that part out. But anyway, the last prompt is opposite, and for this I'm sort of going with a sort of odd reasoning, but it's not that odd. So Rachel over at the Shades of Orange did this video exactly 1 year ago in February of 2017, where she talked about where you should start with mysteries if you've never read any mysteries. And the first book she mentioned, well actually I should say, the first series she mentioned in that video was the Inspector Gamache series by Louise Penny, and the first book of that series is Still Life. And she was talking about how this is sort of like a cozy mystery, and how, it's a very safe mystery, and it's a really great way to get into the mystery genre if you don't think you're gonna like, gruesome, gory mysteries. And so she was talking about this, and then right after she finished talking about this, she mentioned another book that she's mentioned a lot on her channel, which is The Life We Buried by Alan Eskin. And so she was talking about how this one's a little more grittier and more of a stereotypical mystery, there's a little more violence and gore in this. And so she recommended both of these books as sort of like a counterpart to each other. So Still Life, as I said, is the first book in the Inspector Gamache series, and it's about a detective, and he's solving a crime in a little town called Twin Peaks, I believe. No, Three Pines. Twin Peaks. That's the show. Three Pines. And so she's solving a mystery, and of course this is the first of the series, so if I really like it, I will continue on. But this is supposedly, according to Rachel and several other people, this is a more safer, cozier mystery. And so then, of course, Alan Eskin's book is more of a grittier mystery. This one's about a amateur detective. He's like a student interviewing a man who's just got out of prison and the longer he starts to talk to this man, the more convinced he is that the man did not actually commit the murder that he was in prison for. And so he and a female friend of his is going after the real killer. So it's supposed to be really good, and Rachel's mentioned it multiple times. So I'm looking forward to both of these books, and I'm really, I think Rachel has great taste in mystery, so I'm looking forward to checking out both of these recommendations by her for the opposite crops. So that's all the books I'm planning to read in March. I also have Case Histories by Kate Atkinson if I decide I need more books or if I finish all those other ones. So yeah, I'm really excited about March Mystery Madness. I hope everybody's getting ready, getting their TBRs ready and picking out what they want to read. I'm going to leave all the hosts and all our info about March Mystery Madness down there if you have any questions or need more info, and I'll link my announcement video again down there. I'm so excited. I hope everybody's going to be getting pumped for March, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!